there's two mentalities in real estate as far as getting your next transaction, right? Let's just be honest, right? At the end of the day, we're in sales. We sell ourselves, we sell our services, we sell our systems, our processes, our customer service. Oh, and I guess we sell houses too, right? Selling houses is a byproduct of a great relationship that you have with somebody who's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, right? That's just the bottom line, right? People aren't going to let you guide them through this process if they don't like or trust you. So if you're not waking up every morning with that mentality of saying, what am I doing to give back to my database, give back to my community, give back to the people that I already know, the people I've already worked with, if you're not waking up in the morning trying to do that better every single day, that might be the reason why you're out there starving and basically vomiting all over every lead you get with desperation. Yes, I said vomiting. It's the absolute truth. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. And I get it, right? You wake up in the morning, you're like, all right, today's the day. I've been hustling. I've been doing what I'm going to do. But the problem is you wake up with the mentality of, I'm going to get business now. Who can I put in my car today? But then you go to a new lead source. You go to, I'm going to call canceled expireds looking for business so I can get a listing today. I'm going to go and launch a bunch of Facebook ads looking for business today. And the problem is that that's not always how it works. So when I look at what I have in my database right now, as far as pendings, new listings coming up, listings that are active, listings, like I said, or buyers that are coming up. When I look at my pipeline, there's one thing that's majorly in common. And what it is that about 80% of those transactions or future transactions are not from, I talked to you on Tuesday and by Friday we were in business together. That means that 20% of my business is coming from that, of course. So that's a good thing. But that's only 20% of my business. 80% of the business, this is myself, this is my partners, this is the agents on the team, this is everybody, right? This is a conglomerate. This isn't just me. These statistics don't lie. And I've been doing this since 2003. And I can tell you that since 2003, the majority of my business has come inside that 80% that I didn't meet that week, that I didn't turn into business within 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, even 30 days. So if you're hungry, if you're looking for business, here's my challenge to you. Spend an hour a day, 1 hour, 60 minutes every day, at least. I mean, there's days I spend 3 hours inside my lead follow-up. There's days that's all I end up doing. I don't even hit anything new. And I don't necessarily need to, because I've got marketing going on. I've got advertising going on behind the scenes that's bringing in new leads. So all I have to do is respond to that and then put them in the appropriate pipeline. One of the pipelines that I've built that's very effective is a January through December calendar, like schedule. Hey Bob, Mary, how you doing? Great to meet you. What, are you looking to do something here in the next year or two? Yeah, it's January, but we're really not needing to do anything until probably June. Awesome. So are you looking to be in your new home in June, or are you looking to start the process in June? No, we're looking to probably start the process in June. Okay, great. So when I hang up the phone with them, I put them in my June pipeline, because that's when they're looking to do something. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to reach out to them till June. It just means that I can look at and I can click on June and go, I'm expecting this many deals to happen or initiate in June. Now, if they said, no, we'd really like to be in our new place by June, then I'm not going to put them in the June pipeline. I may not even put them in the May pipeline. I'm probably going to put them in the April pipeline, because April's when I really need to get going on these guys. Especially if it's a listing, I may need to even get that in March, depending on where the property's at, depending on the condition, depending on what my thought process is on how they're thinking about pricing, all that stuff. So my pipeline isn't always about, I'm expecting a June closing. It's in June, I'm initiating a transaction with these people, whether it's sitting down for a buyer broker agreement conversation, whether it's, hey, this is when we need to start the process of your pre-approval, or that's when we're going to list the house. So get in that habit of knowing that every conversation is about the 80%. Go into the mindset of saying, I'm not trying to get a deal today. I'm just trying to secure my future. And so when you go into the mentality of saying, I'm just trying to secure my future, guess what happens in the future? Your future is secure. So I got a phone call last night from somebody I've been talking to about buying a house here in the Phoenix area out of Chicago for 3 years. At least 3 years we've been talking. And they finally bit the bullet and decided to spend the winter here. And they've been here for 32 days or something like that. And inside those 30 days, it was like, I'm going to test it out. I'm not going to move there and buy something and hate it. And so the voice message I got was, so the bad news is we came out, decided to test it out, and the bad news is we love it. Let's get together. It's time to find that house, right? So that was a conversation I had last night. That was 3 years in the making, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But the question is what are your systems and processes so that I can stay inside that? And some people go, wow, you waited 3 years? Why would you do that? Because 3 years ago, my mindset was, whether they buy now, in 2 years or 5 years, I still plan on being in this business. So I'll just secure my future and take care of them and not treat them like, oh, you're not buying right now? Call me when you're ready. There's a lot of agents who have that mentality. Call me when you're ready. No. Call me when you have questions. Let me tell you what's going on. I've presented opportunities. They're upset that they missed some of those. They wish they would have came earlier. But, my job's not to pressure people. I gave them the information. It's on them. It's not on me at this point because, I gave them the information. So get out of the mentality that everything is about now business. Get in the mentality about every person I speak to is about a future conversation, a future relationship, and that will turn into future transactions. You secure your future today. You hear this statement, everything you do in real estate takes 90 days to pay off. That's true. It doesn't mean that I make some phone calls today and then 90 days I can expect a paycheck. It means that if I'm starting a new lead source and I've never done this lead source before, I have to deal with it. I have to put everything into it for 90 days. And in 90 days, I'll start to see the leads come in. I'll start to see the results. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm always going to get now business, but I can guarantee you that you're going to get some now business, but it's only going to be 20% of your goal. So 20% of your business will be now, which is great. You'll take it, run with it. But the majority of your business is going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 2 years, 3 years out. But if you do it every day, you're securing your future. Think about a farmer. That's you. You're planting seeds. And in X amount of months, X amount of years, boom, now you can turn in your crops. Now you can go out there and harvest and reap your reward. Think like that and you're going to win. Reach out with any questions. Happy to help. We got some tips, stuff like that below. So like I said, if you ever have any questions on this topic, I'd love to hear what you're doing. What's your best follow-up system? What do you do every single day to make sure you're staying in front of people? I'd love to hear those as well. Comment below.